Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we are doing another. We're doing the England versus Croatia preview. So I just want to get straight into this. So let's do it. So first up, we got Jordan Pickford. I'm going to give Jordan Pickford 6. I would have given him 5. I think he was a bit too dramatic with some of the things he did, but I don't think he was that bad. As I made out he was, but he was a bit dramatic. He did get the clean sheet, to be fair, so I will give him a fair 6. So next up is Kyle Walker, and I'm going to give Kyle Walker, I'm going to give him a 6. I don't think he was bad. He did make one little mistake, but I don't think Kyle Walker was that bad today. Last night, sorry. I thought he was alright, to be fair, so yeah, in my opinion, a 6 is fair. Did nothing wrong. Should he started? I don't know, it's up to you guys, but maybe I think Reece James should have started for that game. Next up, John Stones, and I'm going to give John Stones a 6 for the same score as Pickford and Walker. Don't think he did anything wrong. I do think Tyrone Mings was a little bit better in that game, personally. But to be honest, I would give him a 6. He did nothing wrong. He got the clean sheet. He did nothing wrong in that game. So, yeah, a 6 with John Stones. I think nothing bad. And if they keep playing like this, I think Mings and Stones should be playing together. So, 6 for John. Next up, Tyrone Mings. I'm actually going to give Tyrone Mings a 7, to be fair. I thought Tyrone Mings was really good in that game, to be honest. I think his pace in that game, people say he's slow and all that. I don't think he's slow. He was quite fast in that game. The first 10 minutes was a little bit rusty in the second half, but I thought Tyrone Mings was really good in that game. Did more than John Stones, did really good at the centre-back. In the air, he's brilliant, and I thought he was really good in that game. So, yeah, personally, I would give him a 7 for that. Good performance from him. Next up is Trippier, and I'm gonna give Trippier a 6. People are probably going to give him a 5. Look, the mistake was poor, but should Trippier play left back in the first place? In my opinion, no. So, in my opinion, I think Trippier should never played at left back, in my opinion. And to be honest, guys, you've got to blame Southgate for that. It's not Trippier's fault. He's not a left back, and he's definitely a right back. So, I have to give him a 6, though, personally, in my opinion. Next up, Phillips, and I'm going to give Phillips an 8, and I'm going to give him man of the match. In my opinion, he was definitely man of the match. He ran the midfield. As a CDM, he was going forward quite a lot. He did great assist with Sterling, personally, and he done well, in my opinion. I thought he was really good in that game, and he did so well. And yeah, personally, man of the match. And to be honest, after that performance, Phillips is a great midfielder. I maybe underestimating him a bit, but yeah, 7 for Phillips. Next up is Declan Rice, and I'm going to give Declan Rice a 5. A lot of people will give him 6, or maybe a 7. I think some people will be generous, but I'm actually going to give Rice a 5. He was quiet. He was so quiet in that game. I had to play, me and Davey, who was watching the stream, and Noah, had to play hide and seek to find him. A really quiet performance on Rice, and if he plays like that in the big games in the tournament, I don't think Manchester United should be going. I know it's one game, but if he keeps doing this, I don't think he should join Manchester United for his price. And in my opinion, that was just so quiet. If Phillips can do well, so can Declan Rice. In my opinion, it was too quiet, and I'm going to give him a 5 for that. Next up is Mason Mount, and I'm going to give Mount a 6. Played up cam, moved to the left mid. It wasn't his fault. I don't think he did badly, in my opinion, but I don't think he deserves a big of a score in this game, personally. I thought he was alright, but in my opinion, it wasn't as good of a Mason Mount performance as it is. And yeah, I personally think a 6 will do for Mason Mount. Next up is Phil Foden. I'm going to give him a 6, the exact same score. Should have played on the cam. He maybe should have been a 4-for-3. Shouldn't be on that right mid position. He definitely looks better as a centre forward or as a cam. And in my opinion, he could have scored, hit the post. But besides that, a little bit quiet from Foden. And I get it. He played right mid, and that's not his position. So fair play to him. But I will give him a 6 for this performance. Next up is going to be Raheem Sterling, and I'm going to give Raheem Sterling a 7. He didn't have the greatest performance, I'm going to be honest. If he didn't score that goal, I would have given Sterling a 5, but he did get the goal, which was the only goal, to be fair, and he wasn't great, in my opinion. Besides the goal, he was awful. So, yeah, I'm going to give Sterling a 7, but if he didn't score, I would have given Sterling a 5. He was not at his best today, and he's not been great this season anyway. And I think, in my opinion, Jack really should have played. So, yeah, Sterling with a 7. Next up, Harry Kane. I'm going to give Harry Kane a 5. I expected Harry Kane to score in that game. I thought Harry Kane could be up for this game. In my opinion, he was rubbish. He was poor. The post, he hit himself with the post. It was just an awful performance from Harry Kane, in my opinion. Missed a header. And every time, and here's my opinion, every time a cross came in, the guy kept, he was outside the box. And I know Musa was saying that, or Jesse was saying that. I think it was Jesse, and it didn't make sense. He didn't get involved with the game much, maybe because there was no service, but when he did have service, he was very poor, and yeah, he wasn't great, in my opinion, in this game, and hopefully he can do better in the next game. But thank you, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until then, I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.